Hi, everybody. It's Alicia Little, and welcome to the pre-training. So excited that you are here, and I'm so excited that I'm sitting right next to the one and only Anik Singal. And Anik, I'm excited to have you here today. We're so excited. Everyone's excited for the workshop. But before we get to the workshop, I want to talk a little bit about this business model and have you show us and dig a little bit into how you've made over $80,000 in 9 days with this model. Can you dig us into that a little bit?
Sure. Okay, so a couple messages, like public announcement messages. First of all, welcome and thank you for having me here. Hey, you're probably on my YouTube channel watching this, right? So do me a favor, click subscribe below, leave a comment, click the thumbs up icon. I put a lot of great content here to those who want to start a business online. Okay, let me give you a little bit of a precursor of what's going to happen on this training and why I want you ready to take notes and excited, and then what's going to happen on the workshop. Okay. So now you may have just said, what workshop? Well, this is actually a pre-training to a cool 90-minute workshop that Lisa's going to be heading, where we're going to teach this whole model, show examples, and teach it in detail. For some reason, if you've landed on this pre-training and you actually haven't saved your seat for the workshop, then click the link in the description below, make sure you save your seat. So in this pre-training, we're going to hit 3 major things that I want everyone to walk away with. My goal for you is when you finish this pre-training, you got a head start. You are flying ahead of everybody else that shows up for that training. Number 1 is I want to change a paradigm, and I want to talk about why most people fail. So why is it that most people fail when they're trying to start an online business? Let's just, you know what, elephant in the room. Let's just talk about it. Okay. No reason to hide behind it. I have a solution. I have an answer. I've been doing this for 18 years. I've taught well over 1 million people. I've collected over 13 million email addresses. I've sold over $300 million in products. I've created 7. I just launched my 8th company. I'm doing this again and again. So I have answers. I want to give them to you. So number 1, we're going to talk about the biggest paradigm shift you can have, why it is that 95% of people approach their business online the wrong way, set themselves up to fail right from day 1. We won't let you do that as long as you attend the workshop. Number 2, I'm going to do a napkin sketch. I had a mentor once who taught me something. This is in college, before I started my business. He said something to me that really changed my life. I've had a couple of these occasions in my life, but this one stuck out. He said to me, any business model that cannot be drawn on a napkin will not succeed. Wow. And it's just stuck with me. And it's true. I've tried models that don't fit napkins. They fail. So this is my napkin right here. I'm going to draw it out for you. You're going to have the second part of our training. You're going to have a moment where you go, oh my God, wow, why has no one told me this? Because every time I draw it, 18 years I've drawn this model at least 500 times, I still feel the same way. Wow. Number 3, $80,534 in 9 days. How'd I do it? Guess what? The biggest objection I get, Alicia, people will tell me is, well, you're Anik and you've been doing this for 18 years. You can do it. Well, guess what? I did it from scratch to prove a point. I'll walk you through how I did it. But in the end, we've only got a little bit of time here. This is to help you get a head start, take notes, get excited, make sure you're there for the full workshop. Come with an open heart, open mind, ready to take notes and ready to take action. I promise you're going to love it. So if with your permission, I'll jump right into number 1.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. So number 1, paradigm shift. Why do 95% of people who try to start an online business fail? You ready?
Ready.
Product. What do I mean? You try to create a product. Now, again, people are like, well, duh, if I want to sell something, I need a product. No, that's the problem. That's what I did. I spent 7 months, my first business I ever launched in college. I thought I had the billion-dollar idea. 7 months, and every little penny I had to my name and every might and energy and everything I had, I put it in this product. You know, when I launched it, I was so excited. I thought, this is it. This is the moment. I'm going to quit college. I'm going to make my parents proud. 4 weeks. How many sales I got?
How many?
0. To date, you know how many sales I've had?
How many?
7. 5 of which were students from this day and age are just trying to look and see what the heck I was doing in the past. It didn't sell. 7 months, money gone, everything I invested. Whether it's a digital product, it's a physical product. When you start by developing your own thing, you are going to take months and months and months. It's going to add a lot of risk. And when you fail, it's going to hurt. I don't like that. What I like with our students is I want fast execution. I say, let's taste it real quick. Right. I don't care if you make $2. I want you to make $2. Type in $2 into the comment box right now. If you feel like by tomorrow, if you make $2 and you could show that to your husband, to your wife, to your kids, your aunt, your uncle, and they'd see $2 and now you're like, haha, it works. Because you sell yourself, it works, right? So how do you do that? Well, you do it using these two little words that we're going to dive into deep in the workshop. I'm actually going to give you, Alicia actually, you're going to give them URLs.
Yes.
Of these two words. Ready? Affiliate marketing. What the heck is that? Over 100,000 companies that exist right now that will partner with you. It takes 15 seconds. They will pay you 50, 60, 70, 80% commission. Don't believe me? There should be some screenshots flashing before on the screen. They're all over the place. And you'll share that with,
I do.
And in the workshop, Lisa's actually going to give URLs, right? Okay, here are the places you can go to sign up for multiple companies that will pay you 50, 60, 70, 80% commission. They do all the product, they do the fulfillment, they do the marketing, they do the payment processing. They've already tested it, they've proven it, it's already working, it's converting. 90% of the risk of starting a new business is out the door. It's gone. Mm-hmm. And what we show you how to do is build this little email list, right? Which is so easy to do. And I'll get into that. That's going to be my napkin sketch. And I mean, it's so simple. All you do is you follow my napkin sketch to build your email list, partner with these companies. So what's the worst that can happen? You partner with a company, send a little traffic to them from your email list. It's free. Mm-hmm. And no one buys anything. It took you literally about 15 seconds to get that link. You shrug your shoulders, you move on to the next one. It took no time. And this is why students who are following our model are having rapid success and are not getting demotivated, and they're seeing success quicker, like within days, because of that first draw.
Yeah.
So that's thing number one. Big paradigm shift here. I'm asking you to not create products. Physical, digital, doesn't matter. I'm asking you to work with us to help you partner with over 100,000 companies who instantly will give you. And if you're sitting there wondering, I know right now, I know how students are. They're going, what, how, where, why, prove it, show it, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe it. Show up to the workshop. I mean, how else can we prove it? We'll give you the URLs and say, go ahead, go here, sign up. There's thousands of companies waiting for you. It's that easy.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
So
that's
thing number one. Number two is napkin.
Okay.
So how do I make $80,000+ in 9 days thanks to a napkin? Let's do it right now. Okay. So I always say these 4 things you need in a business, okay? And everyone who knows me knows I keep things very simple. You need virtual real estate. What does that mean? You need a page, a place on the internet that's yours. There's trillions of pages. You need one. This is another mistake. People go out, try to build websites and blogs and Shopify stores and all. And that's great. And I love all of it. But I just don't think you need to start there. You need a page. A super simple, ugly, simple page. And it will kill it for you. I'm going to show exactly. And on the workshop, we show examples of those pages. And actually, we show you a tool that will just make the pages for you. No technical skills needed. So that's number one, virtual real estate. Number 2, offer. Mm-hmm. Notice how I didn't say product. I said offer. Something to sell that's proven to work. Well, great. Check mark. You show up to the workshop, we'll give you access to 100,000 at your fingertips like that. Number 3, traffic. Number three, traffic. We talk about 2 or 3 sources that we love that are free. You don't have to pay any money, and they get you the best traffic, and they build your list up slowly. Number 4, you need audience. Mm-hmm. That's your email list. Just a group of people, could be as small as 100 people that just follow what you say, and you can start monetizing. So remembering those 4 things, here is the napkin model that I believe is sitting between you today and your financial freedom. Now, again, I just want to reinstate. Click subscribe below, leave a comment, click like, but most of all, make sure your date and time for the workshop is saved and you are committed to being there, because I'm telling you, I've seen what Alicia is going to present, and then we come on together at the end, and it's a mind-blowing presentation. And if you're wondering, what are they talking about? What workshop? Click the URL in the description. Make sure you save your seat for it. Okay, so let's talk about making money with email and how does it work. So one thing is a standard basic truth in any business on the internet. You need traffic, right? I'm going to come back to that. Let's just keep that as a standard. We understand. We get it, okay? Now, what you used to be told, and this is what I tried. Now, I struggled for 18 months when I first started because I tried to do something. And this is what a lot of you will be told you need to do. You're going to be told to build a website. Now, I accentuated the word site because it's a death trap. All right? So a site implies multiple pages. It implies Java, CSS, PHP, MySQL. These are all words that mean nothing to me till this day. 18 years in, $300 million in sales. You can put a gun to my head right now and said, get a website up. Unless you let me talk to my team, it ain't coming up. When I did this, I struggled. Cost me a lot of money, pain, heartache. And the worst part is, at best, this is a great, like, if you have a website and you tell someone you convert 2%, they're like, wow, that's awesome. You're killing it. And every time they say that, all I hear is 98% are gone. What happened to the 98%? They're gone. Tomorrow I have to work just as hard to get them back to my website. That sucks. So when I first started this is the first thing I learned was get rid of this. And I created something that is just a one page. It's what we call a opt-in page. Now, without getting too deep in the details, it's a really short page and it has one request on it. It says, hey, I'll give you a free gift if you give me your email address. Now you're wondering, where do I get the free gift? How do I get this page? Got to show up to the workshop. It's all done for you. It's all automated. So now what you're doing is you're telling people, hey, you're not on this complicated website. By the way, it took you minutes to get the page up. And you're simply saying one decision to make. I have something free for you in exchange for your email address. That's it. You know what you're going to get? You're going to get a 40 to 60% conversion rate. I just want everyone to digest this for a second. Just look at that. You went from 1 to 2% to 40 to 60%. That is almost a 40x, 30 to 40x increase in response. That's massive. That was my big breakaway first time. Wow. I was like, whoa, okay. And now what happens is two things happen. See, so let's say, here's Alicia, okay? Here's beautiful Alicia. We'll give her some nice longer hair. We'll put a little dress on Alicia. All right? And so here's Alicia. She comes to my page. That is a funky dress. It's only got a bottom. All right, we got to give Alicia a nice and really, really big arms, okay? So Alicia comes to our opt-in page, sees this free report. She's like, I want it. So as soon as she puts her email address in here, two things are going to happen, all right? And I'm going to have a little bit of a lopsided graph here, but two things are going to happen. So far, we're still on a napkin. I have not complicated anything. So first and foremost, her email address that she put in here is going to get automatically, without any technology, it's going to get shot into something that we call a autoresponder. It's called an autoresponder, okay? This is a automated company. A line of code you never touch because we do it for you. Again, we show you on the workshop. And this email address, Alicia's email address, along with a bunch of other people, is going to get stored into this database that you own. Nobody can take it away from you. Not Facebook, not Google, not Instagram, not TikTok, no one. It's yours. And they just sit there. Okay, now the second thing that happens is the person themselves. So if Alicia opted in, the page has to change, right? Otherwise, how does she know it worked? Like if you go to a page, you fill a form, you hit submit, the page has to change.
That's right.
It's the number one place I see people waste opportunity. We call this the thank you page. So I have something called the tip method. This is the first opportunity you're going to get to earn an income. Why? What we're going to show you how to do this is so sneaky and so awesome, and it works so well. I'm going to show you how to inject something right in the middle here called an affiliate link. You know those 100,000 plus companies I talked about? You're going to take one of them, boop, put it right in the middle. So when someone comes and gives you their email address, they get redirected to another person's website where they've made the marketing material, they've done all the hard work, and if they buy, you get paid 50, 60, 70, 80% commission. That's all. You didn't do anything. And here's the best part. That's only one of the many ways that you make money from this little business model. Because the other thing is you've got two more ways you can make money because you own this database, number 2 and number 3. So number 2, we call it automated messages. Not my particular favorite. I think maybe like 3% of my entire income in life comes from automated messages, but I have students who make a lot with this. What's an automated message? Well, when I first set up this autoresponder, you can log an infinite number of emails into it. And you can simply assign a day. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, and on. And you can do an infinite number of these. You can do 1,000. By the way, when you show up for the workshop, we'll show you how to get access to our templates. We actually have a ton of templates. We just give them to you. You can just take them and work with them. So now what happens is if Alicia has just opted in, I could ideally have a series of messages logged for her to get for days and days and days and days and never touch it again. So that means I can fully automate the whole business. I don't have to do anything. Again, like I said, it's not my favorite way. What's my favorite way? I call it my New York Yankee Stadium strategy. I call it broadcasting. And the visual I want to give everybody is, Alicia, imagine, right? Imagine you're standing at the mound, New York Yankee Stadium. It's packed. I don't know, 40, 50, 60, I think it's 60,000 people it can take. Okay. 60,000 people in the stadium. They're all roaring, they're loud, and boom, you're in the middle. Someone hands you a megaphone, and it goes dead silent. And everyone's just staring at you. You have everybody's attention for that moment. I mean, I don't care what you got. You can get a sale.
That's right.
You could be selling beads. Someone in that stadium is going to be like, I want those beads. But the way we show it, we get more targeted. We show you how to get so that 10% of that room, 6,000 people are going to be like, I want what you have. Because you have their attention. You have your audience. And that's what we're showing you to do. So we give you a megaphone that is so killer. You take one of our templates, you pump it into the system, you hit the send button once, and everybody in here at the same time, you hit once, everybody gets the email. So in my life, every morning I wake up, between all the various companies I'm a part of, it's a little over 1 million people that get an email.
Wow. 1
million people. Now, how many do you really need? A couple hundred, and you could be getting your first few sales. 5,000, and I have consistently proven 5,000 emails, and you can quit your job.
Wow.
I'm not guaranteeing this or signing my name to it. I'm just saying average across students.
Yep.
I've been doing this for 18 years. I've seen the numbers. I got 1 million. And you know what? You talked about vacation. I logged these 7 days in advance. I actually had a moment. This is end of 2019. We were in the Dominican Republic. It was the last day. I was sitting on the beach. We were getting ready. We had to fly back. And my wife was like, pack your bags. Come on, let's go. We got to go. And I'm typing an email, and I'm like, hold on. I just got to finish this email. Because I'm like, I'm on the hotel internet on the beach, though. And she starts laughing. I'm like, what? She's like, you're doing the thing. I'm like, what? She's like, you're actually running your business from the beach. Like, right. You guys talk about this. Like, you always talk about this. But like, I saw you do it. It's kind of funny. I was like, yeah, take a picture. And of course, the phone has, long story, but the picture's been lost. I'll take another one at some time. But yeah, I mean, you can log, like, you can just disappear because, again, you're not the product owner. No one's messaging you support tickets. No one's messaging you for refunds. No one's messaging you questions. You just sent them over to another company and you just collect your checks. So broadcasting is where genuinely 97% of my income comes from email. That's a third different way to make money. And there's so many ways to monetize broadcasting. This is it. Mm-hmm. Now, we're going to show you how to build this. We're going to show you the intricacies of it and how to get it up, but keep it simple. That's what you got to be at the workshop for. So if you had a wow moment, do me a favor here. If you this is it. This is my $300 million napkin. I don't do anything more complicated or less complicated. You can follow me for the next 5-6 months and test me on it. You'll see Anik repeats this again and again. You'll see Alicia repeat it again and again in her business. Type in wow right now if you've had a little bit of a mind-blown moment, if you're sitting there thinking, holy moly, right? You've been missing out on this. Just type in wow right now. So, but yeah, this is it, Alicia. This has been,
I love it.
Been doing this for 18 years. It's a little boring, to be very honest with you. But I always tell people, if I'm going to be bored and make millions a year, then great.
What I love about it, that you just said you're on the beach, with your laptop, internet connection, really wherever you are with your laptop and an internet connection, yep. And the knowledge that we're giving everybody in the workshop and all these trainings, you can be in business. You can be making money.
That's all you need. Power cord for your laptop, because I have forgotten that. So I want to make sure that's number one, because your laptop is useless unless it's charged, okay?
Don't forget your power cord.
And in other countries, it can be harder. So I travel a lot, right? Especially pre-pandemic, we really traveled a lot. And power cord, laptop, that's it. You don't even need a table. You just sit in your bed, do it. I do it all the time. And honestly, some guidance from us, right? Like some of our templates and stuff, because I've been doing this for so long, I've really systemized it. I'm not oversimplifying. It really is. There's a reason why after so many years, I'm still out here beating the drum about this model, because every company I launch today is with this model.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
So now, let's talk about the third thing we said we're going to talk about. How did this model turn into $80,500 in 9 days? Okay, I wanted to prove to our students, I did this, and I wanted to prove to our students that it's not because it's me, it's not my name. So when we talk about traffic, right? When we're starting with students, I'll tell you some of the things that are different. Like, I didn't do free traffic to get $80,500 in 9 days. I invested in traffic, so I'll talk about that. But you don't need to. I can, right? I know what I'm doing. But when I first started, I did not use this. I did not use paid traffic. Back then, I was using something different. Today, we show you tools like YouTube. Right here, you're on YouTube, Facebook groups, and others, right? So I got to leave some mystery here. You got to show up for the workshop.
Right.
We'll show you how to get that traffic. So what I did for my case study, this is where things are a little different. I used YouTube ads. So yes, people will say, you paid money, I don't have money to pay. Relax, calm down. I don't suggest students do this right out the gate. But what I love about this business model is that it's infinitely scalable. I mean, I've collected 13 million email addresses in my career. Mm-hmm. And I'm a baby. I'm an infant. Like I have the world is my oyster. I have so much more to do. And so YouTube ads, just what we did is we created an opt-in page. Okay, so here's literally what I did. I went to another company, one of those 100,000 companies. They had a program that they sell for, it's exactly $1,000. Okay. So you're thinking, wow, $1,000. But remember, their program, they're selling it, they're servicing it. It's their thing. It's tested, proven. I already knew that this thing converts. So I spoke to them and I said, and they have a webinar they do. So they say, hey, get a bunch of people into a GoToWebinar room, right? And again, they set it all up. They give me a link. That's all my concern is. I have a link. I always only work with a link. They said, get as many people into that link as possible. We will do everything else. So they showed up. They did a presentation. They pitched a $1,000 program at the end. It's a great program, by the way. Believed in it, loved it. I get $500 commissions.
Wow.
Per sale. $500 per sale, right? And then there's a payment plan. So then, the commission structures were a little bit different. But what I did for those 9 days is from YouTube, I sent people to this type of page. And when they put this was a page that was given to me. When they put their email address in, they automatically signed up to attend a webinar that I had nothing to do with. And those people did the webinar, and at the end, they presented the offer that was tagged to me.
Yep.
And I made $500 per sale. Now you're sitting there thinking, well, is this repeatable? I do it every week. As a matter of fact, last week I did it with a different offer. I think we made like $38,000.
Wow.
I do it all the time. I definitely practice what I preach. So when it comes to this model, and when it comes to like the $80,500 or whatever, you can tweak it, right? Because in this one, I tweaked it to have people show up to a live presentation. But what never changed was I just had a link. So that link could go to a video, that link could go to a live presentation, that link could go to a written sales page. I don't really care as long as it works. And I believe in the product. So in this case, that's all we did. I used YouTube ads, okay, which I don't want you to do right out the gate. So when you attend the workshop, we'll talk about some other sources that are better to start. We don't want come on. How many of you would be ecstatic if you made $800 in the next 9 days? Forget 80,000. I've been doing this for 18 years. $800 would be, if you make $800 in 9 days, you're making more than the average salary of an American person full time. And imagine to make $800 in 9 days, you need 2 sales, like one full pay and one partial pay of a $1,000 program. 2 sales in 9 days, and you're making more money than a full-time American salary.
Wow,
it's incredible. So I took YouTube ads. I drove them to this page. They opted in for the presentation, and by the way, that list of the people who opted in, mine, kept it. I've made much more off of them in the future because I've put them into other presentations. I've sent them to other links that I get from other programs I love. So I built my asset. I made money while building my asset. And all I did was have, like, this is the key word that comes up again and again, link. There's 100,000 plus of these. That's what we go over on the workshop. So no, I'm not promising you're going to make $80,000 in 9 days. No, I'm not trying to hype it up. I'm just trying, and yes, I have 18 years of experience. My question to you is, if I can show you how to make 800 in the next 9 days, would that change your life? Would that excite you? And we've had students make far more. It just depends. You show up, you're ready, you take action. You have an opportunity to join one of our incubator programs. You take action, you join it, so that our coaches can start working with you every day and helping you. But yeah, I mean, we have students from Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, Romania, Spain, Hungary, all over South America, North America, Europe, all over the world doing email marketing.
There's no borders to it. It doesn't matter where you live. No. Anyone can do this.
Absolutely. Step one, Elisa has been gracious enough. She's going to run an entire workshop. You got to be there. You got to show up. Okay. You committed to it. You're here. First step right now, click subscribe, leave a comment, click like, whatever. Take the copy, paste the URL, send it to grandma. Like, everyone should see this. Okay. This is that powerful. If for some reason you haven't saved your seat for the workshop, the URL is in the description. Click it. Go save your seat for the workshop. Date and time of your fitting. Show up. All right. Let this amazing person take you through this great training. Take action at the end of the training, and then I'll be back at the end and we'll talk more about this business model. For me, this is my life's work. This is my mission. I got to get the message of online entrepreneurship into as many hands as possible. Heed what I said today, because it comes after me having helped hundreds of thousands of students. Don't make the mistakes others are making. Follow this simple business model, napkin it, come learn, take action, and we'll make beautiful things happen.
Sounds so exciting, and I'm so excited to see everybody there. Anik, thank you so much. This was absolutely amazing. I love this napkin model that you have here. So guys, I'll see you on the workshop. Quick shout out to Anik in the comments. Will you guys just comment below and say that you love this workshop, you loved what you learned so far in the pre-training, you're excited to be there live, and we will see you live. Thank you so much.